Shri Ganesha Sharada Gurubhyo Namaha Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Patige Namaha. Welcome to all for this session on Ramayana to chapter 35 of Sundara Kanda. Since the last couple of chapters, after meeting Sita, Hanuman is trying to gain her confidence so that he could console her and deliver the message given by Rama to her and take her message back to Rama. Hearing that lion among monkeys discoursing on Rama, Vaidehi spoke to him in sweet and gentle accents, saying, "Where did you encounter Rama? And how did you come to know Lakshmana? How did men and monkeys came to form an alliance? O monkey, describe the distinctive characteristics of Rama and Lakshmana once again, and so dispel my grief. Speak to me of Rama's grace and form, his arms and thighs, as well as Lakshmana's." These questions of Vaidehi, Hanuman, born of Maruta, began to give a detailed description of Rama and said, "By good fortune, recognizing me to be a messenger of Rama, O Vaidehi, whose eyes are as large as lotus petals, you have asked me to describe the person of your Lord as well as that of Lakshmana. O large eyed lady, hear me while I tell you of those marks of royalty I have observed in the persons of Rama and Lakshmana. O daughter of Janaka, Rama has eyes like unto lotus petals. His countenance resembles the moon, and he is endowed with great beauty and virtue. In radiance like the sun, in patience resembling the earth, in wisdom like unto Brahaspati, in renown equal to Vasama the Indra, he is the protector of all beings and beholder of his race, the guardian of law and tradition, and the scourge of his enemies. O lovely one, Rama is the preserver of the people and the four castes, that is, four varnas. He inaugurates and establishes the social order. He is worshipped by all like the sun and is an observer of pious vows. He knows well the proper time to pay honor to holy men and is conversant with the path of right action. Born with royal prerogatives, the servant of the Brahmins, learned, endowed with nobility, humble, he is the scourge of his enemies, versed in the Ajurveda, honored by those conversant with the Vedas. He is proficient in archery and possesses a thorough knowledge of the Vedas and Vedangas. Broad shouldered, long armed, handsome, possessing a conch shaped neck, his ribs are well covered and muscular, and his eyes are red. Such is Rama, renowned among men. The tone of his voice resembles the Dundubi. His skin is smooth. His three limbs, thigh, fist, and wrist, are hard, and the others long. His navel, abdomen, and breast are well proportioned and high. The rims of his eye, his nails and palms are red, his voice and gait brave. There are three folds in the skin of his body and neck. The lines on the soles of his feet and breast are deep. His neck, back, and thighs are muscular. His hair is coiled in three circles. His thumb is marked with four lines indicating his deep knowledge of the Vedas. There are four lines on his forehead, the sign of a long life. He is 4 cubits in height. His arms, thighs, and cheeks are plump. Wrists, knee joints, hips, hands, and feet are well proportioned. His four front teeth have auspicious marks. His gait is like a lion's, tiger's, and elephant's, or a bull's. That is how exactly he walks. His lips and jaws are fleshy, his nose long, his face, speech down and skin cool, his two arms, little fingers, thighs and legs slender, his countenance, eyes, mouth, tongue, lips, palate, breast, nails, and feet resemble lotuses. His forehead, neck, arms, navel, feet, back, and ears are ample. He is gifted with grace, renown, and radiance. His lineage is pure on both sides, on the side of his father as well as mother. His armpits, abdomen, breast, nose, shoulders, and foreheads are elevated. His fingers, hair, down, nails, skin, eyesight, and intellect clear and sharp. Raghavan delights in what is just and true. He is filled with energy and is able to judge how to act under all circumstances. He is benevolent to all. His brother Saumitri, whose mother is second in rank among the queens, whose glory is immeasurable, resembles him in beauty, devotion, and good qualities. He is of golden complexion, whereas Rama is dark of hue. Those two tigers among men who yearn to see you once again, scouring the earth for you, met with us in the forest. Ranging the earth in search of you, they beheld the king of the monkeys who had been banished by his elder brother at the foot of the Rishamukha mountain that is covered by innumerable trees. We were in attendance on the handsome Sugriva, lord of the monkeys, who had been driven from the kingdom by his elder brother, and beholding those foremost of men clad in dark, bearing splendid bows in their hands, that monkey fled to the summit of the mountain. The Sugriva, who fled to the summit of the mountain, distracted with terror. Thereafter, he sent me out to meet them in all haste, and at Sugriva's command I approached those two princes whose lions who are lions among men with joined palms. Distinguished by their handsome features, those two heroes, being informed of what had taken place, were well pleased, and I, placing them on my shoulders, transported them to the crest of the hill where the magnanimous Sugriva was to be found. There I related all to Sugriva, and they conversed together, and a great friendship grew up between those illustrious persons, king of the monkeys Sugriva, and those monarchs among men Rama. Then they comforted each other, narrating their respective misfortunes, and Lakshmana's elder brother consoled Sugriva, who had been banished by Vali of great prowess on account of the love of a woman. Because they both are suffering, having the same sufferings of being banished from their kingdom and even lost their wives. Thereafter, Lakshmana related the suffering and loss that had befallen Rama to Sugriva, who, hearing this recital from his lips, was bereft of his radiance like the sun under eclipse. Then, gathering together all the ornaments that you did let fall on the earth, when the Titan bore you away, the monkeys brought them to Rama with delight, but they were ignorant of where you went. In fact, now Sita could able to recall that she had thrown away her ornaments towards five monkeys which were sitting on a hilltop. All those ornaments which had fallen tinkling to the ground and that had been collected by me, I gave over to Rama, who was beside himself with grief, and clasping them to his breast, that god of divine beauty, the son of Dasharatha, inflamed with grief, with many groans, bewailed his loss. For a long time, the magnanimous hero lay crushed under the weight of his affliction, and I addressed many words of comfort to him, persuading him to rise. Whereupon Rama, with Saumitri, gazing again and again on those precious objects, gave them over to Sugriva. In your absence, O noble lady, Raghava is consumed with grief like a volcano burning with perpetual fire. On account of you, sleeplessness, sorrow, and care consume the magnanimous Rama as the sacred fire burned down in temple in which they are enclosed. Pain of your separation has shattered him as a violent earthquake shatters a great mountain. O daughter of a king, he wanders among the enchanting woods, on river banks, and by the side of waterfalls, but nowhere finds delight. O daughter of Janaka, for long Ramachandra will undoubtedly bring about the destruction of Ravana with all his kith and kin, and the foremost of men will soon liberate you. It was thus that Rama and Sugriva entered into a friendly alliance to encompass Vali's destruction and institute a search for you. Thereupon, returning to Kishkinda with those two heroic princes, that lord of monkeys slew Vali in battle, and having struck him down by his prowess in fight, Rama made Sugriva the king of all the monkeys and bears. Such was the alliance between Rama and Sugriva. O goddess, know then that I am Hanuman who have come as their deputy. When he had recovered his kingdom, Sugriva, gathering all the great and powerful monkeys together, sent them forth to every region to seek for you. Under the command of their king Sugriva, those mighty monkeys, equal to the Indra of mountains, scoured the land on every side. Since that time, in fear of Sugriva, those monkeys have been exploring the whole earth. I am just one among those. The mighty and illustrious son of Vali, Angada by name, set out with a third part of the army under him. Many were the days and nights we spent overwhelmed with distress, having lost our way on the foremost of mountains, Vindhya, despairing of accomplishing our purpose, and the time appointed having passed. In fear of the Lord of the monkeys, we resolved to give up our lives. Having searched the mountains and the inaccessible fastnesses, the rivers and waterfalls, without finding any trace of you, we made up our mind to die. Thereafter, we began our final fast on the summit of the mountain. Submerged in an ocean of grief, Angada lamented unceasingly, reflecting on your abjection, O Vaidehi, on the death of Vali, on our resolution to die of hunger, and on the death of Jatayu. While we were fasting, thus waiting for death, having given up all hopes of carrying out the behests of our Lord to the good fortune of our enterprise, there appeared a mighty vulture, the brother of Jatayu, by name Sampathi. Hearing of his brother's death, he cried out in anger, by whom was my younger brother Jatayu slain, and where does he dwell? I wish to hear this from you, O excellent monkeys, said Sampati. Thereupon Angada related all in detail to him, and how the Titan of terrible form destroyed Jatayu on your account in Janasthana. In his grief for Jatayu's death, that son of Aruna, Sampati, told us that you were to be found in Ravana's abode, O exquisite damsel. Hearing the words of Sampathi, our joy was extreme, and led by him, we all rose up and leaving the Vindhya mountain came to the shores of the sea. There a cruel anxiety seized the monkeys anew, eager as they were to find you. But I was able to dispel that sharp anguish of the monkey host, who beholding the main had lost heart. Then, removing their fear, I leaped 100 leagues over the sea and entered Lanka by night, which was filled with titans. There I beheld Ravana and saw you overcome with grief, O irreproachable lady. Now I have told you all. You yourself, in your turn, speak to me, O goddess. I am the messenger of the son of Dasharatha, and I have come here to you to carry out Rama's purpose. Know me to be Sugriva's minister and the wind god's son. All is well with your lord Kakusta, foremost of those bearing weapons, as also with Lakshmana, possessed of auspicious marks and ever engaged in the worship of his superiors and the well being of his lord. I have come here at Sugriva's command and have accomplished the journey alone. Changing my form at will, I have scoured the southern region, and in my eagerness to find you, have sought you on every side. With tidings of you, I shall by divine grace be able to dispel the grief of the monkey hosts who have been lamenting on your account, and my crossing the ocean will not have been in vain. I shall win renown for having found you, O goddess, and the highly powerful Ragama will rejoin you without delay. Having first slain Ravana, the king of the Titans, with his sons and relatives, Mount Malyavat is the highest mountains, O Vaidehi, and there dwells my father Kesari. Obedient to the will of the divine sages, he once repaired to Gokarna and at that sacred spot belonging to the Lord of the rivers, brought about, that is Samudra or Sagara, brought about the destruction of the Titan Samvasadana. I was born of the consort of Kesari, O Maithili, and my name is Hanuman. I am known throughout the world for my exploits. To inspire you with confidence, I have described the virtues of your Lord. For long, O goddess, Ragama will certainly take you hence. Reassured by the proofs given to her, Sita, exhausted by suffering, recognized Hanuman to be Rama's messenger. Then Janaki, in an excess of joy, allowed tears of felicity to fall from her eyes, fringed with dark lashes. That gentle countenance of the large eyed damsel with her reddened eyes shone like the moon released from Rahu's hold. Taking him for a real monkey at last, she reflected in herself, how could it be otherwise? When the Hanuman again addressed that lady of charming mien, saying, I have told you all, now have confidence in me, O Maithili. What more can I do for you, and what is your pleasure? For I return when the Asura Samvasadana was destroyed in combat by the foremost of monkeys at behest of the celestial sages, I was born of Vayu, O Maithili, and though a monkey, I am equal to my father, and Kesari, who killed Samvasadana the demon, and Vayu, who is also a blesser in my birth, and with the power of both of them, even I have the power to kill any of the titans. Thus saying, ended the chapter 35 of Sundara Kanda in Ramayana. Namaste Sharada Devi, Kashmira Puravasini, Twamaham Prarthaye Nityam, Vidya Danancha Dehime.